Okay, so as you might know, dealing with debt collectors can be one of the most stressful experiences. You're just trying to go about your day, and suddenly you get a call or a letter that throws you into panic mode. It's never fun. But here's the thing, even though it can feel overwhelming, the good news is that you actually have rights, and knowing them can completely change how you handle these situations. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to break down what you really need to know about debt collectors, what they can and can't do, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. And beyond that, I'll also be talking about a company called the Tax Hardship Center. They specialize in helping people just like you navigate these tough situations, making the process easier and less stressful. So whether it's an old credit card debt, a medical bill, or any other kind of debt, understanding your rights is key. And if you find yourself needing extra help, I've included a link in the description to the Tax Hardship Center. They offer a free consultation and can work with you to find the best solution for your specific situation. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so when it comes to debt collection, the most important thing to know is that you have rights under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This law protects you from abusive, unfair, or deceptive practices by debt collectors. But what does that mean in practice? First, debt collectors cannot harass you. They can't call you before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. unless you agree. And they can't use threats, foul language, or repeatedly call to annoy you. They're also not allowed to disclose your debt to others, so no contacting your friends, family, or employer about your debt. Second, you have the right to verify the debt. If you're contacted by a debt collector, you can request written verification of the debt within 30 days. This means they have to provide proof that the debt is yours and the exact amount that you owe. This step is crucial because mistakes happen, and you want to make sure that you're not being contacted for a debt that you don't owe. And finally, you have the right to dispute the debt. If you believe the debt is not yours or the amount is incorrect, you can send a letter to the debt collector within 30 days of their first contact, disputing the debt. And then they have to stop all collection efforts until they provide proper verification. Now, these are just a few of your rights, but knowing them can give you a better sense of control when dealing with debt collectors. So if a debt collector contacts you, take a deep breath and remember, you have rights and options. And so this is where the Tax Hardship Center can be a game changer. They understand the ins and outs of these regulations and can help ensure that your rights are fully protected. If you're feeling unsure or overwhelmed, they can guide you through the entire process, communicate with debt collectors on your behalf, and work towards the best possible outcome for your situation. Whether that's negotiating a lower payoff amount, setting up a manageable payment plan, or even stopping collection activities altogether. Moving on, let's talk about some practical steps that you can take to protect yourself if you're dealing with debt collectors. First, it's important to keep records of all communications. Whenever a debt collector contacts you, save every letter and email and take detailed notes of any phone conversations. Make sure to write down the date, time, who you spoke to, and what was said. This documentation can be crucial if you need to dispute the debt or if the collector violates your rights. When speaking to a debt collector, be mindful of what you share. It's best not to admit that you owe the debt or agree to any payments until you verified that the debt is legitimate. Stick to the facts, ask for written verification, and don't feel pressure to answer every question. Remember, you have the right to request proof of the debt before making any commitments. And if you feel like a debt collector is harassing you, or if you simply want them to stop contacting you, you can send a written request asking them to cease communication. Once they receive your letter, they can only reach out to confirm that there will be no further contact or to notify you of any specific legal actions they intend to take. This can be a powerful tool to give you some peace of mind and control over the situation. After verifying the debt, consider your options for handling it. You might be able to negotiate a settlement or set up a payment plan. Sometimes debt collectors are willing to accept less than the full amount owed, but make sure any agreement is in writing before you make a payment. This can protect you from any misunderstandings later on. But if dealing with debt collectors feels overwhelming or you're unsure about what to do next, professional assistance can be a great help. Organizations like the Tax Hardship Center specialize in handling these situations and can work on your behalf to find the best solution for your situation. They offer a free consultation, so it could be worth checking out if you need extra support. Taking these steps can help you manage the situation more effectively and protect you from any unfair practices. Remember, you're not alone in this. Understanding your rights and knowing your options is key to handling debt collectors with confidence. And again, if you find yourself needing extra help, I've included a link in the description description to the Tax Hardship Center. Alright, so the Tax Hardship Center specializes in helping individuals and businesses with tax-related issues, including dealing with debt collectors. They've been around since 2012, and their team is experienced in handling complex cases, from back taxes and unfiled returns to wage garnishments and IRS levies. They know all the ins and outs of the IRS and state tax systems, which means they can help you find the best solution for your situation. And one of the best things about the Tax Hardship Center is that they offer a free consultation where you can talk with a tax resolution expert who can assess your situation and explain the options available to you. They'll help you understand whether you qualify for any relief programs like an offer in compromise, an installment agreement, or penalty abatement, which can make a big difference in resolving your debt. When you work with the Tax Hardship Center, they handle the hard part for you. They communicate directly with the IRS or any debt collectors on your behalf, which means you won't have to deal with those stressful phone calls or letters. Plus, they create a personalized plan to get you back on track, whether that means negotiating a settlement, setting up a payment plan, or finding a way to reduce your debt. And remember, the Tax Hardship Center is not just for people dealing with debt collectors. They can also help you get your taxes up to date for important life events, like buying a house or navigating an inheritance. So if you're feeling stuck or just don't know where to start, they can guide you through every step of the process. That said, let's talk a little bit about the pricing. The Tax Hardship Center offers a free initial consultation, so you can discuss your situation with a tax expert without any upfront cost. After this, if you decide to use their services, prices start at around $500, depending on the complexity of your case and the specific services that you need. On average, clients pay about $3,750 to resolve their tax issues, but remember, every situation is different. But the good news is that they offer a 14-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not satisfied with their service, you have some peace of mind. And just keep in mind that even though their fees might seem high, they are experts in navigating complex debt situations and can often save you much more than you would spend, potentially preventing costly IRS actions or reducing the total debt you owe. So wrapping up this review, here are my final thoughts on dealing with debt collectors and why the Tax Hardship Center could be a game changer for you. If you're feeling overwhelmed by debt collectors or unsure about your next steps, I'd definitely recommend reaching out to them. They know all the ins and outs of handling these situations, and they can make the entire process much less stressful. So if you need professional assistance to understand your rights, negotiate settlements, or even just to put an end to those bothersome calls, the Tax Hardship Center is a great option. They offer a free consultation so you can see your options without any pressure or upfront fees. It's really all about taking that first step to regain control over your financial situation. Anyway, so that's all for today's video. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. And just to reiterate one more time, if you find yourself needing extra help, I've included a link in the description to the Tax Hardship Center. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.